Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we're working on opening the hips. We tend to carry a lot of emotions in that area and tightening the hips, so we want to try to release some of that. We'll start in Sukhasana, easy seated pose. And if you feel already your hips are tight or it's hard to stay here while lengthening through the spine, find a cushion to sit on or a yoga block maybe. Relax the hands on your knees, shoulders back, rise up through the crown of your head. And start noticing your breath, deepening your breath. We'll go through a few rounds of a 3-part breath, Dirga breath. Inhale, blow your belly like a balloon. Flare the ribs to the sides. Lift the collarbones. And a long exhale all the way out, navel to spine. Inhale, blow your belly, ribs, collarbones. And a long exhale. Again, inhale, belly like a balloon. Fill your lungs. And this time, open your mouth and let it go. One more full breath in. And let it go. I'll mirror you in this part. Have the right hand next to you out and the left arm over the ear. Reaching the hand up, and notice if you shrug the shoulders, release the shoulders down. Anchor the left sit bone. Open the left shoulder, gaze can be under the armpit or down. If you need a bend in the right elbow to keep the shoulder released, please do that. Try to find length in the side body from the sit bone all the way up to the fingertips without creating tension in the shoulders. Feel like you're trying to create space between the side ribs. And take one more full breath in to lengthen. With your exhale, look down and release the left shoulder down towards your right leg. Into a fold. Walk the hands further front. There's some rounding in the back, but try to keep the sit bones anchored and the shoulders back. Notice if you have a lift in your knees, also release your knees. And very slowly start walking your way up. To go to the other side, left arm next to you, anchor the hand down and lift the right arm over the ear. Shoulders are down, create space between the shoulders and the ears. Maybe you bend the left elbow if you want to, if you need to, and open the right shoulder even more. Find your breath. Anchor the right sit bone down. If it bothers your neck to look under the armpit, you can always look down. One more full breath in, reach. On your exhale, rotate right shoulder towards the left leg into a fold. Pause here, anchor sit bones, and then walk the hands forward. Try to keep the shoulders aligned. There's no wrinkles in the back of your head, so tuck your chin and look down, but without reaching down. And very slowly on your inhale, walk your way back up. Very good. Release the legs and have the soles of the feet together going to butterfly or Baddha Konasana. Interlace the fingers around your feet and inhale, rise up through the crown of your head. Press the outer hips down. With your exhale, fold. Hug the elbows to the body, or maybe you can press the elbows on the inner thighs. The crown of the head is reaching forward, sit bones are back. And there's again rounding in this posture, and that's okay. The dipping down is from the chest, not the forehead. But the head is heavy and the back of your neck is soft and resting. On your next inhale, lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, and rise up. Very good. Bring the feet maybe a little bit closer. Have the elbows in front of your shins and wrap the fingers around the feet. If that's not working, just go through the first Baddha Konasana that we did. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head forward. With your exhale, use the elbows to push forward. Keep the length in your spine and then fold. Again, if you have that cushioning under your knees, under your hips, that would help you even more. And on your inhale, lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, and rise up. Draw the knees together and find your way to table. If you have a blanket or a towel, you can have it under your knees to get more cushioning under your knees. Spread the fingers. The hips are over the knees and the shoulders over the wrists. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, draw the ribs together and press the mat away from you. Flex the left foot and lift the left leg up and start opening the left leg to the side and back. To the side and back. Keep your weight equally balanced on both hands. Try not to lean to one side. And gaze between your hands. Lengthen all four sides of your neck. Engage your core muscles and lift and come back. You have a little baby tuck in your hips. One more time, and exhale down. Tighten the knee and point the toes and start drawing circles out with your knee. Use your breath. Inhale one side, exhale other. Keep gazing between your hands and notice if you're sinking into the shoulders, press up even more. One more. Inhale and exhale, release. Have the knees a little bit wider, the toes touching, and the sit bones reach back into your child's pose. Maybe the sit bones can touch the heels or hover. Walk the hands to the front. The forehead can touch the mat or hover. Have the palms of the hands face the sky and just release the shoulders, the back, the lower back. Maybe you draw a fist in the hands and draw the fists towards you to get a nice stretch in the wrists as well. And when you're ready, I'll meet you back in table. Shoulders over the wrists, bring the knees back under your hips, and lift the left leg up, flex your foot. Keep the knee bent into almost a right angle and open the leg to the side and back. Again, try to keep your weight equally balanced on both hands. Without collapsing into the shoulders, keep the lift. Engage your core muscles here and engage your breath. Inhale, open, exhale. And one more. Inhale and exhale, release. Point the toes, tighten the knee towards you, start drawing circles out. Circles with your knees. They can be small circles or big. And if the wrists are starting to bother you, you can come down to the forearms. Where's your breath? And one more. Inhale, open, and exhale, release. Just sway your hips side to side. Have the knees touching, the toes are together, and sit back into your child's pose. Sweep the arms behind you, the palms are facing the sky. Allow the shoulders to drop and to relax, and take a deep breath in. And let it go. One more time, a full breath in. and side out. Slide the hands to the front. I'll meet you back in table. Tuck your toes and the hands about half a palm print forward. And on your inhale, lift the hips up to your downward facing dog. Draw the shoulders back and pedal your feet a few times. Release one heel down at a time. Really feeling the stretch in the back of your leg before you change sides. The gaze is back towards your shins or your ankles. And draw the shoulders back, widening the shoulders. Pause here, and the toes are in the center of your mat. On your next inhale, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Reach up, take space, and then bend your knee and open the hip. With the left knee up and the foot behind you. Gaze can be back or under the armpit and keep pressing the mat away. Take a full breath in. With your exhale, square your hips, draw the knee to your chest, and step your foot between your hands. Let go with the right knee down. And pay attention for the left knee to be over your heel. The top of the back foot is down. You're in low lunge. Start releasing the hips down. And if you have that cushioning under the right knee, that's even better. Start just releasing the hips even more. Maybe heel toe the left foot further front to give you more space. Deepen your breath. And if you have a block, you can use it under the right hand, or the hand can be on the earth. You can draw a fist if your wrists are kind of tender. And inhale, sweep the left arm all the way back behind you. From the side of the eye, gaze towards your left thumb. And rotate the lower shoulder, the right shoulder, to the front, to the side. Take one more deep breath in, lift up, and stay here with your exhale to soften into the posture. And on your next inhale, sweep the arm all the way up, both hands on the inside of your foot. Heel toe the left foot out to give you more space in your hips. Lizard pose. This is a great lizard pose. Stay here with your long arms. Or you can come down to one forearm, right forearm, or both. And notice here, if you're gazing back, rounding the back, try to gaze towards your thumbs or to the front of your mat or between the forearms. Two more long breaths here. And notice if you're grabbing onto muscles or flexing, contracting, let go. Soften. And release is what you're thinking of. When you're ready, start rising up. Heel toe the foot back to the center. Have the hands frame your foot. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knees. Start leaning forward. The hands in front of the foot and lift the right leg up. The crown of the head is down into your standing split. If the knee is kind of tender, sensitive today, allow a bend in your left knee, a micro bend in the knee. Take a full breath in. With your exhale, bend both knees. Start lifting the shoulders, trying to find your balance. Find a drishti and lift the shoulders up. Lift the right leg up into your knee up balance. Engage your core, your thigh muscles, all to help you balance. And then from here, have the right ankle above the left knee. Flex your foot. Start lowering your hips into your figure four. Lower your hips even more. Maybe the hand can help you slide the foot further up. Try to have the hips aligned. Maybe the elbows can touch your shin or not. Flexing the right foot, rotating the right knee down, and the left hip crease back. Stay here, or the hands can come down towards your mat. Lower the hips even more into your balance. Find your focal point, your drishti to gaze at. And when you're ready, we all come down to seated, whether you're higher up or down. So you're sitting here and the hands are behind you. Notice if there's rounding in the back, maybe you walk the hands further back. And slide the left heel closer towards you. But again, if there's a lot of tightening in the back and rounding, have the foot further front. Flex the right foot, again the right knee away from you, and just sway your hips side to side. Sway the legs side to side. Find your breath, come back to your breath. Maybe you go all the way to the side with the right foot down to the left. Lift the sternum up, getting a nice shoulder opening here. Come back to the center with the right knee to the side. And I'll meet you back into the center. Slide the hips back, extend the left leg. You have the right foot on the inside of your thigh. Flex the left foot. On your inhale, reach the arms up. And with your exhale, fold Janu Shirshasana. Flex the left foot, engage your thigh muscle, lifting the kneecap, engaging your quadricep. Hands can frame the leg, any part of the leg, ankle, shin, knee. Draw the shoulders back and just dip down with your chest and the ribs. Notice the back of your neck. There's no wrinkles on the back of your neck. Look down. Maybe you catch the foot or the ankle or the shin to pull the crown of the head forward on your inhale, and with your exhale, deepen into the fold, maybe. And on your next inhale, lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, and rise up. Sweep the left leg behind you and just kind of slide forward. You have the right thigh parallel to the side of your mat. Anchor the hands, tuck the back toes, and slide the hips further back. And then finally, anchor all 5 toes on the left foot down, equally pressing down. Spider finger the hands and have a lift here. Inhale, lift. And with your exhale, fold, coming down to the forearms. And then while you're on the forearms, notice if you're leaning to the right, can you balance and align your hips and the shoulders? Option to stay here or come lower. Maybe you can have a fist in both hands with the forehead on the fist if you have a block under the forehead, or the forehead can come all the way down to the mat and the arms reaching forward. Take a few more breaths. On your next inhale, start lifting the gaze. Walk the hands back if they're in front. Anchor the hands down. Tuck your toes, lift the knee, and slide up into your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Reach up, 3-legged dog. And then bend your knee and open the hip. Gaze can stay back or under the armpit, but again, try to keep your weight equally balanced on both hands. Square your hips. Start leaning forward, shifting your weight forward, knee to your chest, and step your foot between your hands. You might need to carry it from the ankle. That works too, and release the back knee down and the top of the back foot down. Pay attention to the right knee over the heel or slightly behind it, not passing it. Start releasing the left hip flexors. Notice if there's any shrugging in the shoulders, relax the shoulders, and then anchor the left hand on a block or the earth. And on your inhale, sweep the right arm all the way back. The thumb is up. Rotate the left shoulder to the side. Gaze from the side of the eye to the right thumb. And on your next inhale, sweep the arm all the way up to open the shoulder. Both hands are on the inside of your knee. Heel toe the right foot out to give you more space in your hips. Try to align your hips a little more. And stay here with your long arms into your lizard pose. Option to come down to one forearm, the left forearm, or both. But notice if there's a lot of tension and shaking and flexing, that's not what we're aiming for today. We're aiming for a release. So be in a space, whether you're on your long arms or on the forearms, be in a space where you're letting go, where you can soften the muscles around your hips, the glutes, the quadriceps. Fill your lungs with breath and anchor the hands and walk your way up. Heel toe the right foot back to the center. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Start sliding forward, hands in front of the foot, and lift the left leg up, standing split. The crown of the head is reaching down. Allow a micro bend in the right knee if you need it. And notice if you're flaring the right hip out, tighten the right hip crease back. Start bending both knees, lifting the gaze, lifting the shoulders. Find a focal point in front of you, hands to your heart, and lift the left leg up into your knee up. If you fall here, slowly come back. Engage your thigh muscles, your core, and then left ankle above the right knee. Start lowering your hips into your figure four. Flex the left foot and the left knee down. Maybe you slide the ankle higher, coming lower with the elbows on your shin. Try to align your hips. Stay right here. It's a great place to be. Or the hands can come down. Start lowering your hips, sit bones to the heel, lifting the heel up. Find a focal point, again, to help you balance. The breath is still long and controlled, and your mind is with your breath. Start walking the hands back, coming to the center of your mat, sitting into figure four. Hands are behind you, fingers pointing back. And you decide how close the right heel is. Flex the left foot and just sway side to side. Any shrugging in the shoulders or rounding the back, slide the foot further front. Maybe you drop the left foot all the way to the right, lifting the sternum, getting a nice shoulder stretch here. And then lift the legs, coming all the way to the other side. And come back to the center. Very good. Slide back, extend the right leg. Left foot is on the inside of your thigh. Get ready for your Janu Shirshasana. Have the right hip crease back to align your hips. Flex the foot and inhale, reach up with your arms. On your exhale, hinge from your hips, lengthen into your fold. There's no wrinkles on the back of your neck, and just rest the hands to frame the leg. So you could be up here, and this is a great place to be. Try to keep the length at least in the tailbone. Find your breath. Your long breaths, allowing your body to release. Maybe the hands can catch the foot, the ankle, the shin, knee. Draw the shoulder blades back to lengthen even more. So think of it to help you lengthen forward rather than go lower down. And your next inhale, lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, and walk your way up. Sweep the right leg all the way back. Slide to the front of your mat. You have the left thigh parallel to the side of the mat. Tuck the back toes, anchor the hands, and slide the hips further back. The top of the foot is down. Anchor all 5 toes equally down. On your inhale, lift up. And with your exhale, fold onto the forearms and pause here. Notice, is your weight leaning to one side more than the other? Can you align your hips and the shoulders? And then you decide what this posture looks like for you. Maybe you come down on the hands, the forearms, or the arms can reach forward. Wherever you are is great. And from here, notice what muscles are you holding on to? What can you let go of? The muscles around your hips, in your thighs. Notice if you're tightening the area behind your shoulders, if you're shrugging the shoulders, relax that area too. And when you're ready, slowly start rising up. Anchor the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and lift up. Find your way to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and let it go. One more full breath in. And let it go. Release the knees down. In the center of your mat, swivel the legs and come all the way down to your back. Have the right ankle above the left knee. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh as you lift the leg. Flex the foot. Maybe you slide the right foot closer towards you. Flex the right foot and play with the left ankle, maybe rotating the ankle or point and flex. If you want to get deeper into your figure 4, bend the left knee, interlace the fingers in front of the shin, but the back of your head stays down. Don't lift the head. Maybe you add a little sway side to side. And when you're ready, release to change sides. Right ankle down, left ankle, right foot down, left ankle above your knee. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh, flex the foot. Play with the right ankle a few times. Option to stay here, a great place to be. Maybe you slide the foot closer towards you or interlace the fingers in front of the shin, but keep the back of your neck soft and the back of your head on your mat. Option to sway wherever you are, you can sway side to side. And let go. The right foot comes down. Going to happy baby. Both feet are down. Make sure the hips and the shoulders are aligned. Then lift the legs up. Have the hands catch the outside or inside edges of the feet, maybe even the ankles, and draw the legs towards you. The goal is to have one day the tailbone flat down on the mat. Legs are out, knees are out. The back of your head is resting. Again, option to sway side to side. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, knees together, the feet are down and roll to your side. Press with the upper hand to come up into seated Sukhasana. Just where we started. Anchor the sit bones, rise up through the crown of your head. The hands are on your knees, shoulders are back, and take a deep breath in. And a long exhale, draw the navel back. Palms of the hands together in front of your sternum and take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and let it go. Thank you so much for joining me in my practice today. Namaste.